off. Today is day 254? 254 of the year of streaming and learning to code. 254? Yes, definitely. Day 254 of the year of streaming, learning to code. We are trying to decide where we are continuing on. Either Code Wars or freeCodeCamp. I'm really not too sure. Yesterday, we finally conquered our sort of first official side project. Again, we didn't make it from scratch. It was an awesome project that was provided to us by Tenacious Raptor. And true, we didn't quite 100% figure it out for ourselves. Topher was a huge component in guiding us to victory. But nevertheless, we made it to the end of that, so we at least have a side project that is separate and free from Code Academy or Code Wars or freeCodeCamp or any kind of tutorial site. Free of that. So we've got that partial notch of some sort on our belt, which is pretty cool, at least by my standards. So with that said, though, we are somewhat back to our normal routine and trying to decide where to proceed next. We could do a Kata from Code Wars or tackle some type of challenge from freeCodeCamp. It looks like they've sort of stood out the issues that they were having for a day or two back a couple days ago. That was kind of prior to the start of the side project, and we haven't really checked in since. Code Wars. We are nearing the end of level 6. I don't know if we really have a lot of holes. We cleared up a lot of the patchiness. The katas that we skipped through level 6. We do have a couple holes that still remain. The take a 10-minute walk, which is definitely on our to-do list, and I think we've got another one towards the bottom. Build a pile of cubes. Both of those will be dealt with before we go hunting down a level 7. Are they the same in Visaya Clerk? We can look at these two, see what we've got, and compare those to what challenge would be a good one. We've been going through one by one, item by item, blah, 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 blah. And in the next section, one after another. I'm not sure about the... We will do the weather one at some point. We'll finish it. We will definitely start the Wikipedia one and definitely do the Twitch one at some point. But I was thinking of possibly sort of jumping past the projects and starting to chip away at the immediate algorithm scripting section. And as far as skipping goes, we would still start from the first one. So that's that. So we've got basically these 3 to choose from for day 254. First Kata. Wow. Something's going on here. We potentially have, are they the same? Given 2 arrays, A and B, write function comp AB, comp same AB in closure. We haven't used closure, so comp AB for us, the JavaScript, that checks whether the 2 arrays have the same elements with the same multiplicities. Same means here that the elements in B are the elements in A squared, regardless of the order. Examples, valid arrays, A 121, 144, 19, 161, 19, 144, 19, and 11. So we've got a handful of values, and then those numbers squared. So 121, that would be 11 squared. Dear God, 14,641. I'm not too sure, but since it says it's valid, it's definitely one of those. 2736 is a square of something in this neighborhood. 361, which I could only assume would be 19, just based on an educated guess. 25,921. Again, one of those from the lineup. 361, 20, blah, blah, blah. So it repeats. The order is different, but all the values are the same. Continuing on. Comp AB returns true because B, 21, is the square of 11. 14,641 is the square of 121. 2070, blah, square of this, square of that. It gets obvious if we write this element in terms of squares. Blankety, blankety, blank. Blank squared, blank squared, blank squared, blank. Invalid arrays. Same song and dance, but the other side of the coin. If we change the first number to something else, comp may not return true anymore. 120, blah, blankety, 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 blee. The first number in B to 132, and then the party continues as normal. It's extremely frustrated. Rightfully so. Comp A and B returns false because B, 132, is not the square of any number in array. Yeah, good. So it already sounds kind of soul-crushing, not gonna lie. Not exactly the exhilarating, celebratory, post-project CADA we were looking for. Yeah, no. Note C, the two arrays have the same blah. Okay, yeah, so, not feeling this one. How about this guy? Or gal? Vasia? Clerk. We'll find out. The new Avengers movie has just been released. There are a lot of people at the cinema box office standing in a huge line. Each of them has a single $150 or $25 bill. A Avengers, I guess that works. A Avengers ticket and Avengers ticket costs $25. Vasia. I'm not good with names. Clearly, my name database needs expansion and tending to. Is currently working as a clerk. It's a dude's name. Cool. We've identified that as a guy. He wants to sell tickets to every single person in this line. Can he sell a ticket to each person and give... You know what? Let's ask Robot Voice. Robot Voice, how do we pronounce said name? Do we still have our headphones plugged in? We do. Let's free them from the speakers. Oh, God. What am I touching? Oh, lights are fading. Oh, there we go. We're good. It's like a big-ass digital candle. Please work. Please work. Yeah, good. Okay. So, Robot Voice. Where's the speech function?
Vasia.
Oh, Vasia. Interesting. So, can Vasia... God, I hope Robot Voice is pronouncing that correctly.
Vasia.
Better than I could do. Can Vasia sell a ticket to each person and give the change if he initially has no money? Okay, whoa, wait, what are we doing? He wants to sell a ticket to everyone in line. Can Vasia sell a ticket to each person and give the change if he initially has no money and sells the tickets strictly in the order people follow in the line? Return yes if Vasia can sell a ticket to each person and give the change, otherwise return no. So basically, can he start with no cash, everyone gives him money, and at the end, hopefully he's able to give change as he goes along, but starting with nothing. Cool. So, well, out of the gates, that means no one can give him more than... The first person in line will always need to give him $25, no more. So, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, anyways, so tickets, 25, 25, and 50, yes, he gets 25, no change needed. Gets 25 again, he's up to $50, and someone gives him a 50, it's a $25 ticket, he needs to give them 25 back, so he's in the clear. Versus the second line, or second portion, he gets 25 out of the gates, and then someone hands him 100. No, Vasya will not have enough money to give change to the $100 bill. This one seems better. So first Kata gone, might do the second Kata, compared to sum all numbers in a range. Will pass you an array of two numbers. Return the sum of those two numbers and all the numbers between them. The lowest number will not always come first. Remember to use read, search, ask if you get stuck. Try to pair program. Write your own code. Here's some helpful links. Math.max, math.min, and array prototype reduce. Should return 10, should return 10, should return 45, and should return 45. So, function sum all array, return 1. Return 1. Why do they have return 1? I'm kind of leaning towards doing freeCodeCamp's challenge. It seems slightly less daunting than Code Wars. However, we've gone with the seems easier route many times over the last 250 days, and we realize about 2.5 hours later that we made a bad decision, or should have chose another activity. But I think we're going to still stick with that plan. So, Avengers Ticket Fiasco can wait for another day. Let's go ahead and close out of that. And let's do sum all numbers in a range. Here we go. So, once more, because we can, we'll pass you an array of two numbers, blah and blah. Return the sum of those two numbers and all the numbers between them. So regardless, we're going to be the sum of these two. So 1 and 4 would be 5. And then the sum and all the numbers between them. So we need to tell it that it's starting at 1, it's going all the way to 4, which would have 2 and 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. It's not the math part. I'm just trying that I'm struggling with. What I'm struggling with is seeing where it's going. I think I'm already over calculating because I see here that they want 10 for the answer. And 1 and 4 is already bringing us to 5. Maybe we're not reducing the whole way. I thought they wanted us to build out the array. 1, 4. That would be 5. And then I thought they wanted 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. And so on. So 1 and 2. 3, that'd be 3 and 3, right? I totally misread what they wanted. 6, because this is way more. I mean, this is 10, which is cool. But 5 plus 3 plus 6 plus 10, that's way more than just the 10 they wanted. Perhaps it's just simply extrapolating it and reducing it all. They said return the sum of those two numbers and all the numbers between them. Yeah, well, you know what? And it is both. It is returning the sum of those two and everything in between. This leads to 10. It's got to be all of them. It's got to just be 1 plus blah, 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 2, 4, which, as we saw, is simply 10. So that's fine. We're all good. We're all good. I just want to make sure that I wasn't crazy. I mean, we can double check with this. 5 and 10 is 45. Also, didn't they mention that the order of the number doesn't matter? There was more to it. The lowest number will not always come first. So it could be 4 first and then 1. Hey, chat and stuff. Wow. All kinds of stuff. Casey Scary. Hello. Hola. Hello, streamer. To you as well. Britney Spears. Interesting. Casey Scary. Very interesting. Yeah, it's both. Is it both? I thought it was both, but I'm not... Do they want to? No, they don't want to. For a moment there, you had me. I thought maybe they wanted to. We'll try again. It seems like they just want us to reduce everything. I see reduce is critical. I see max and min as being helpful in sorting out which one to answer first and trying to figure out the order they get reduced in. Inimra. Waffle Wallet. Well, num2 is greater than num1. Both. Has to be all of them. Num2, Waffle Wallet, num2 minus equals 1. Didn't know 1 plus 4 equals 10. Not yet. Kinky Grana. See ya. Oops. While num2 is greater than equals 1. Casey Scary. See ya. See ya. Fresh avocado. And alright, see ya. Well, thank you for the hints. That's awesome. I think that's good. I don't know, I'm tired. 1 plus 4 equals 10. Did we have 1 plus 4 equals 10? Oh, in their eyes? If I did, I thought we had the ellipses between them. But, thank you again for the assistance in general, and hopefully you guys enjoy your evening. Thank you for stopping by. That is super awesome. We were going to try and sort out the nightmare manually, just like that, 5 to 10 briefly. So that would end up being, they want 45 total. So 5 plus 6, 11 and such. 11 plus 7, it's for sure reduce. It seems like it. 18 teen. It's gotta be. Although I already feel like we're gonna surpass 45 really quickly, even at this rate. Plus 18. There's a 6 involved. 26. Isn't this already way more than 45? Should return 45. How is that possible? There's no way. There's got to be something. There's got to be something off. Super Death. 26 plus 9. There's no way in hell this is 45. That already exceeds 45. Maybe it's just reducing the 2 in the middle. Because if we were to do 4 and 1, this would be 5, as well as just 2 and 3. The components in between would be 5, and that would give us 10. So maybe it's the same song and dance. Well, we will finish out the nightmare here, which would be 35. Yeah, no, it's definitely... Oh, God, I don't even know why we're still going down this path. All kinds of fresh avocado. I don't know, I'm tired. 1 plus 10. 1, 4, 3, 2 equals 10. Waffle Wallet. Yeah, definitely Waffle Wallet. I agree. I think you're on the right path. 2 times 1 plus 4 is 10. Also a good point. Are you a griddle? Not quite. Waffle Wallet. Got Hackathon tomorrow. Way cool. Well, best of luck on that. Farewell to you, Waffle Wallet. 1 plus 44 equals 5. Glowstorm TV, I like your style. Yes. Lastly, 10. 35 plus 10. 35 plus 10. Oh, you know what? I'm crazy. We're reducing on the way up to it. I thought I was taking all the sums of these and adding them together. I'm a crazy person. Reduce will be plenty fine. Reduce is the way we want to go about this. Alright, my bad. I'm just a crazy person. That's all. Glowstorm, can you move the cam? Can't see the question. Oh, right. Well, the screen. Like, my face hole is blocking it. Because down here, it's just a bunch of the test responses. Boom. Ta-da. Should return all of this. Here is the actual task at hand. We'll pass you an array of 2 numbers. Return the sum of the 2 numbers and all the numbers between them. The lowest number will not always come first, as you can see. 1 to 4, and then 4 to 1, 5 to 10, 10 to 5. D. Remember to use breed, search, ask, try to program. Okay, yeah, way cool. And here's some helpful links. Max, min, and reduce. It's definitely, for sure, it's for sure just reduce in general. Your output will go here. Any console log type statements will appear in your browser's dev tool JavaScript console as well. All right, well, let's take a crack at this from the top. Array, return 1. I don't think we need the return 1. I don't know why there is a return 1. Did we, like, accidentally press 1? Let's reset our code in general. Clear my code. Nope, they just start off the activity with returning a 1 for shits and giggles. Interesting. Just to brush up on max, we've got, although we really don't need to brush up on max. Return max and min. We can set those as variables, though. That way we don't have to worry about it. We can have variable max equal to blah, and variable min We can have array. I don't know if max or min is a keyword. I don't believe it is. We'll call it value. Max val and min val equals semicolon. Yeah, get your semicolon on. Now, what do we want to do from here? Once we have those two, then we probably want to reduce the crap out of those. How does one want to go about reducing the nonsense? We want a variable to be total sum. Variable sum array. Sum value. We'll do sum array. Equals blah. Something about something. What are we doing? Reducing. We are, in fact, reducing. Why are we reducing? I don't know if this step is really essential. I want to just take the array and reduce it. Can I do that without running into any issues? I feel like if we just do array.reduce, we will indeed run into issues for the ones that are improper. We could sort the array. That way it's always least to greatest. I think sorting might actually be a better course of action. Array variable equals array sort. Array dot sort. Perhaps. I know we need to throw in all the kinds of stuff and whatnot here and here, but I think that's better than the min-max route. Just a shot in the dark. Okay. Dee 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 dee, lie da die die da die da die, dee 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 dee. Something about something. What are we looking for next? We are currently, let's get rid of stuff and such. Stuff and such indeed. Wait a second. Sorting won't solve our problem. Sorting won't work. We need to get the values between the minimum and the maximum. This is going to require more effort than we thought. Then we can reduce. Sorting isn't going to do anything for us. Min and max is the way to go. Min and max is definitely the way to go. Min and max. Array dot max. And array dot min. Return max val. Right, and run test. Type here max val is not a, oh, did I break it? That was a stupid idea, wasn't it? It should probably be max array, right? That would make more sense. Bad Steven. Bad Steven. Glowstorm TV. X equals math.maxRate. That's right. I always forget to use math beforehand. Thank you, Glowstorm TV. What a beautiful suggestion. Math.maxArray and min. Oh, not min, math. Capital M also. Right? Usually? Yeah, capital blah. And capital blank. So good. All right. That's as good as that's going to get. Tragic. See, this is where we want to end up. But we're going to need to figure out how to get there. We're definitely going to need a for loop of sorts, I think. Glowstorm TV, X, Y. Hey, for loop. My brief hunch was right. For Y, X plus blah, iterate I. The final value of Y would be the required answer. Y equals blankety blankety blank. I like where your head is at, Glowstorm TV. I totally agree. Run test. Max value. Math is not defined. What the? Oh, forgot to capitalize it. Blithering idiot. Oh, Nanga Shanga Franga is not defined, of course. Oh, yeah, no, why would it be? Eesh, that's brutal. No one wants that. Let's comment out all of this noise, shall we? Just to be on the safe side. Run test. No, what the deuce? Shouldn't it be returning a happy little 4? Does it need to be outside the function? Is that what's wrong? That's what's wrong. It's for sure what's wrong. Why is everything terrible? Bad Steven. Bad Steven. Why in God's name are they so frustrated? Glowstorm TV. Are you new to coding? Yes, mostly. I mean, today's day 253. No, today's day 254. However, it's been all the learning that has taken place while streaming. There's been no learning how to code off stream. So I'm only learning to code, 45 minutes to 2 hours at a time. If I'm lucky, it kind of depends each day. Sometimes it's only 20 minutes. Sometimes it's an hour and a half or 2.5 hours. But I've captured the whole learning process on here. The journey started at Code Academy. And then it continued on to, that was the first 150-ish plus days. Went through a smattering of different languages. We covered all of the free content that they had, starting with HTML and CSS and JavaScript and Sass and React and Git and Ruby, SQL, all kinds of fun stuff, Java, Angular. So there were like 15 or so different languages over the course of like 150 days. And then we ended up at Code Wars. We've been making our way through some of the... Where is it? Profile through some of the katas, starting from the bottom, of course, and working our way to the top. Currently 90% of the way through level 6. It starts at level 8. We can show over here. It goes from 8 to 7 to 6. You climb to 1. See, like so. 8, 7, 6. So we're almost through level 6, on our way to 5. And then we've also been chipping away at freeCodeCamp. So as you can see, there's been a couple different tutorial sites. We've been hitting the reset button, and there's been a lot of redundant info over the last 250-ish plus days, because each tutorial site starts from, ta-da, hopefully it loads, from the beginning. HTML and CSS, just like freeCodeCamp, but we've made our way through. So again, we've hit the reset button a bunch across the last 250 plus day journey. Code Academy took up the first 150 days. We've sprinkled some Code Wars in there and freeCodeCamp. I'm okay with learning the basics multiple times because it kind of seals in the foundation. It's just been kind of hit and miss. So it's been an arduous journey. Definitely kind of strange. Not the same path as everyone else, but it's been enjoyable most days. Probably a much longer answer than you were expecting. Sorry about that. Glowstorm TV. Nope, always return inside the function. Check. Yeah, that made sense. It didn't feel right, especially when it changes font outside of it. I work at Microsoft as a software engineer. Very cool. Good times. Tons of fun. We're not quite ready to apply anywhere. Not yet. We've got a ways to go. This is mostly just as a hobby. Something to do, something to stream daily. We were trying to get into streaming on Twitch, but sadly, actually we don't need to quite delete that. Sadly, my computer situation isn't that spectacular. Streaming basic coding websites is about all she can handle. So not a whole lot of gaming streams here on Twitch, at least as of now. In the future, we'll be able to do that. Variable, I'm not sure why the deuce that's not working. Math.blank. Maybe array. Math.max. Array. This is the universe that I want to live in. Right here. Variable blah equals blank. What am I missing? Sum all an array. Math.max array. Glowstorm TV, I'm going for lunch. Catch you later. Keep going. Awesome. You enjoy your lunch, and thank you for stopping by. And for the guidance, the tips, definitely helpful. All the fun for loop reassurance and all of that. You will be our guide. We believe in you, Glowstorm. Go forth and enjoy your lunch break. Return max dot value. I'm not sure why they don't like that. Function sum all array. Math dot max array. Maybe we just have to return exactly that. Maybe it doesn't want to be a variable. I don't believe it doesn't want to be a variable. Yeah, see this. Unreachable after return. Well, how the Sum all is 1 to 4. Sack of death. You know what? I'm just going to write it out the way I think it should work. I think it should look like this. I think it should look like that. Max, min. I believe we would have a for loop. Variable I equals 0. I is less than array.length. You know what? Array would be different. It's not going to be array. I know it's not going to be array because we need to put all the pieces in between 1 through 4. In the meantime, though, length, that will just be our placeholder. I plus plus curly goodness with some kind of thing happening in here. For blankety blankety blank, do something. It will be array I plus 1. We'll have array value. That's what we'll have. We'll have another variable, array value, and this will be waiting in the wind plus blah equals something. Array value. God, I hope that's okay. And then I think maybe push. This is going to get ugly. This is going to get real ugly real quick. Array value dot push. This seems bad. This seems bad, but this is the best we've got for now. We are so doomed, but that's okay. And then return blank. Not math.max, but, oh, no, then we need to reduce stuff. Sum array, and this would be array value reduce and blah, 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 blah. What's happening in, Lieutenant Dan 1. Hello. Hello to you, sir. Nice to see a fellow coder in progress. I'm learning Java, C#, and web development this semester. Good times. Way to go. I still need to interact with the C languages. That has been one of the main ones that's eluded me still after 250 plus days. But eventually we will tackle it. I hope at some point sooner than later. But that's cool. Sounds like it should be a fruitful semester. Now, something about reducing stuff. Yarg, matey. Wait a tick. Nope, nope, nope. Z. The curliness goes inside here. Function. There's an A and B. And some curliness. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Love it. Return A plus B. Yes, yes. Good, good. And then here, returning some array. I would hope. Let's see what we end up for now. Holy it spit out a 7. So it no longer hates us. That's a step in the right direction. Kind of. let's see. We needed... What did we need? We need to change this. It's not that. It's not that at all. We need this one. We need minimum value. Minimum value. Dot length. Here, we've got minimum value I plus 1 and instead of pushing that, well, we can still run this. Reduce the empty array with no initial value. Typical. We want... What do we want? I think we want to push, or we want it to be plus equals. Array plus equals blankety blank. Run test. And minimum value. What if it starts at minimum value? And then it will plus equal minimum value blank plus 1. Reduce is not a function. Your mother is not a function. Death. D D D D D. Die 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 die. D D D D D D D D D D. Yarg, matey. No pirate talk. What do we do? We're so close, yet so far away. Sack of death. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Wait a tick. Hold on. Something's just slightly off with the logic. It's the for loop. It is a skosh off when it should be something or other. Reduce. It's the length. It's the minimum value. It's the minimum value. Hold on. You know what? I want to see, Glowstorm gave us a nice, concise, fun answer, and I kind of want to try it out. So, let's go ahead and give that a shot. Let's comment out all of this noise. Yes, good. Oh god, that's not good. That's sad. That's what sadness looks like. Okay, so this is the Earth. It's a very nice Earth. We can basically take this, copy. Simply X and Y. He was recommending. Nice and straightforward. We have our for loop, like so, copy, paste that up there, good times, I is equivalent, O to Y. Interesting, it should have been equal to minimum value. And then it goes to maximum value. Oh, this is why Glowstorm works at Microsoft. I getcha. This is why he's employed as a software engineer. Ah, you're so clever. Let's not undo that just yet. Okay, see this? See this? How exciting is that? So we're starting, that's basically what I was trying to do here, but failing to do so. But that's not strange after the last 250 plus days. That's to be expected. Anywho, I++, and it ends up being inside the curliness y plus equals y plus I. Oh god, look at that. Look at that. So interesting. And then we end up returning the final value of y would be the required answer. He's good. He's a good egg. Let's see what, so return y? That seems crazy. Run test. Null stuff. Not to worry. Not to worry. We're so very close. Why? Is it... Isn't it y dot length minus 1 dot length minus 1? But there's more to it than that. Ah. It's this. Emptiness? Why would it be empty? It's so beautiful and concise and straightforward. Something's off. It's my ability to return array stuff. Is it parentheses? It's just out of form. I know it is. I'm off by just the slightest sack of death. Anyways, we have his fantastic guide. Let's it's whatever the last bit of y is, supposedly. Yeah. Hey, can't stop farting, 99. How are you doing? Hopefully your day/evening is going well. We are on the edge, almost, of solving this. We had ours, and in fact, we can change what we have just slightly. Ever so slightly. So variable min and max, which would be our x and y. Instead of variable I equals 0, it will be I equals min value. And then I will stop. Interesting again. It is... It is something. Yard. You know what it needs to be? The length needs to be max value. It will stop when the max value minus, watch this, is less than max minus this. Yeah. Definitely that. I don't know if this should be in parentheses, but regardless, that's what I'm up against for now. Unreachable variable after return. Don't mind me. Good, good, good. I is already defined. Let's go ahead and from here, I is less than blah. We want this to be a minimum value equals minimum value plus I. Yeah. Good, good, good. Look at that. Tons of fun. Do we need to reduce? We will be reducing. We will be reducing. After it's all said and done, we will then reduce minimum value. God, I hope so. And return that. Now, let's comment out this noise. Wait. No. Comment out my stuff. We'll try his once more with the x minus y for the length and see if that solves our problem. I get the feeling it might. X minus y. And if it doesn't like the parentheses, we can get rid of them. But I think the parentheses should be okay. Fire at will. Typical. Those sacks of death. Can't stop farting. Which waypoint is this? Never mind, name is in the URL. Waypoint. Oh, as in the day. Yeah, it's day 253 of hell and frustration. So this is my nightmare. No, 254, not day 253. Day 254. It's day 254 of the year of streaming learning to code and trying not to cry. I don't like that it's not returning X. Hold on. Why isn't it returning? Why can't I return X? Why doesn't it like X? Why is it null? I think that's weird. Let's look at the console log view. Developer. JavaScript console log. Somewhere? Yeah. Holy God, what did we do? Why is not a function? No. freeCodeCamp calls their challenges waypoints. So this would be the sum of all poopers. Waypoints. Yes. I agree. Yeah, so actually it's really close to the day that we're at. But it seems this would be, you know what, that's not actually accurate. Close. I mean, the name of Sum of All Death is accurate. The waypoint though would be, oh, I didn't want to click on that. Bad Steven. I meant to click on the map stuff. I wonder why it's refusing to load the font. I wonder if that's an issue on their end or my end, because the code seems mostly bulletproof. Not gonna lie. Let's do, so map stuff. 256 was the build a random quote machine. 257 should have been the local weather. 58 and 59, sum of all numbers. This should be waypoint 260, but we jumped ahead because the local weather app was causing frustration. We were going to have an aneurysm on stream trying to figure that one out. We're excited about the Wikipedia one, and especially the twitch.tv JSON API. But I wanted to do the projects in order. Just due to frustration, though, I was motivated to skip ahead to sum all numbers in a range. Aside from that, though, let's try this code elsewhere, mainly because we can. Where would I want to try this code elsewhere? Dee. Dum. What's the site that everyone's been sending us their handy things to? Isn't it like Replit something? I've never used Replit. I think there's something intrinsically flawed with their site. Maybe it's this, but I should at least be able to return X. I mean, math.max shouldn't be that hard to operate. Replit, language stuff. Start here. We don't want to start here. We don't need a classroom. No. Bad Steven. Isn't there a basic one? Isn't there like a code in your face link? Hang in there. This stuff isn't exactly easy. Even the guy from Microsoft Code didn't pass. I feel like these, at least just mine, the max value, math.max, I mean, it's literally right here. This guy. Boom. It should at least be able to return a 3. Something is super flawed. And I can't tell exactly what it is, but I know it's there. Any console log minus type statements will appear in your browser. DevTools. Maybe I need to console log X. Maybe that's why that's there. I've never really noticed this message before. It's been a while. Maybe that was one of their updates. Console.log. X. No error. None. Not a number. I just don't get it. Alright, well, let's just return array, right? That is the value. We should get a 1 and a 4. I mean, come on. Boom. 1 and a 4. Right there. Beautiful. So now, let's do return this. Copy. Run test. Null, you motherless sack of... Am I missing something? I'm missing something. It's because of the shirt I'm wearing, isn't it? They don't like me as a person. That must be what it is, which I can live with. I just wish they were more straightforward about it. Instead of making me guess why they hate my soul. Maybe it's the AB stuff. This is a lot of work. I feel like math.max should be working out of the box. If it were me, that's what I would want to see. Math.max. Let's try this. Sack of death. Go time. Go time. Boom. Variable max. Array, reduce, function, return, math.max, AB. What does max return? Oh my god. Death. So much death. How? Is it... God, I don't know. I'm still too new. I don't know what that means. I don't know why what I had wasn't working. It must have to do with the function, the logic behind it, and how it's being processed. This must be the key. Why is reduce the key to max, though? What's the point of having the dot max if it needs to be inside reduce? Newbie programmer problems, right? Right? This is why people throw their keyboards through their monitors. The new monitor budget for beginner programmers must be astronomical. I mean, dear God. Okay, so apparently this is essential. Using math.min. This finds the minimum of x and y and assigns it to z. So you have to have two. Variable x is 10. Variable y is negative 20. Math.min finds the lower of the two. So I shouldn't need the whole reduce bit. But I do need the two values. Returns the smallest of 0 or more numbers. If at least one argument cannot be converted to a number. Whoa. Here we go. Return value. I guess this is the mystery. The smallest of the given numbers. Yeah, returns the smallest of the given numbers. If at least one of the arguments cannot be converted to a number, none is returned. Because min is a static method of math, you will always use it as math.min rather than as a method of math object. You create math is not a constructor. If no argument is given, the result is infinity. That must have been the issue. If at least one argument can't be converted, which means it's still left with one, it would return infinity, and that's probably the non-trigger. That must be what the issue is. It's expecting A and B if you're only giving it one value. My concern, though, is that I was giving it array. An array houses multiple things. Sack of death. Lieutenant Dan. Don't worry, it happens to all of us who are learning. Not sure if you can pass an array to math.min. Death. In my perfect world, I would love to. As a beginning programmer, it feels like it should fit. It doesn't seem crazy, but I can see now, after looking at it further, clearly that's not the way it works. Okay, so I'm trying it myself and getting none. There's your first problem. Well, at least we crossed that off of our list. And now, you know what we can do? We can do... Reduce is fine. I still want to simplify this. I'm fine with it equaling max or x, but I think it should be 0, comma, 1. Those slimy bastards want me to use array or reduce, and I'm not going to. Mainly because they confused the hell out of me for the last, I don't know how long, 25 minutes? 1. So, if I want to return x, D D D D D D D B D D D D D D la da 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 D D D D boo da doo da dee da doo X. Ta-da! Got it. Yeah. Keep your freaking reduce, freeCodeCamp. Shove that in your console log. Trying to confuse new programmers with your fancy logic. I'm living in my dream world. Okay, so, problem 1 solved. We need 2 elements, apparently, to be cool enough to get into the Cool Kids Club. 1. So, we've got X and Y now. Now let's see if this works. Return Y. Yes, good. Whoa, no. Why is there a 3? Why is there a 3 in my life? No one wants that. Who's the deuce? D-D-D-D. D-D-D-D. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Dum-dum-dum-dum. What's going down? Okay, can't stop farting. There's your first problem. Hey, Glowstorm TV, you're back. Maybe you can try this. X equals math.min 1 and 2. Lieutenant Dan, yeah, that is possible. Oh, I didn't even notice, but yes, okay. Well, at least we're on the same page after I've been stewing in my frustration. Lieutenant Dan, yeah, that is possible. Glowstorm, since there are only 2 elements in an array, Glowstorm TV, array 0 and array 1, not 1 and 2. Okay, well, at least that was my first guess, so that's awesome. Isn't it 0 and 1? Yeah, lol. Lieutenant Dan, I always forget 0 is the first in the sequence myself. Yeah, that's been one of the hard lessons that I've learned over the last 253 days. Fortunately, that stuck early on. Glowstorm TV, I less than X, not I X minus Y. Is it the length? Interesting. Cause, hey, no, Tiny Cat, we are making progress, and people are assisting us. So if you can not destroy the code and sabotage the stream, that would be awesome. Hey, no, look, you're very soft and interesting, and I love you, but your toes are... Oh, careful. Oh my god. Little kitty, princess. Oh god, you're hitting enter and other things. Sweetie, I love you. Princess, no. Go onto the bed. Yeah. Steven is working. I'm working. Alright, look, you can have like 8 seconds of scratching. Yes? Yeah? Alright, your 8 seconds start now. There you go. Good, good. Okay, good. Do your thing. Go be furry. Alright. Oh my god, what did you do? No, in your back. Oh, you furry abomination. Look, you already destroyed it. Will you stop rubbing your face on everything? Why do you have to do this every night? 254 days of furry hell. We're gonna get there. Again, no one tells you that the hardest part about learning to code is dealing with cats. Just, yeah, be furry somewhere else, alright? Good, good, she got the hint. Now, wow, God, I don't even know what I'm looking at. I mean, we can try running her code. Little cat, we're gonna run your code just for shits and giggles, and run current. Oh, syntax error. You were close. It got an unexpected string. Now, if we have her run across the keyboard a million more times, I'm sure she'll get it before I will. So let's clear out her contributions. Yeah, good. Command Z. There we go. There we go. Let me double check that Obi at the mic and such. Yeah, good, good, good. Back. We've restored balance to the universe. Now, issues. Glowstorm. I less than x, not I, x minus y. I is equal to or less than I for the loop condition. Cat, that's cute cat. Yes, she's adorable, but she's the destroyer of worlds, alright? Beep-a-dee-da-dee, can't stop farting, mayday, mayday. Exactly, dive, dive, dive. Lieutenant Dan, as an alternative, couldn't you use arguments to declare sum all x, y, then... Oh. Then math.max x, y. What's the reasoning for using array? Well, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. Glowstorm, just press Control-Z to undo the changes. Yay, we cleared out her contributions. Lieutenant Dan, was that for me? Yeah, I guess. Okay, let me read it. We're all on the same sinking ship here, so any thoughts and concerns, feel free to share, shout out. X stuff. Because before, it was y dot length, and I know y is going to continue to grow, but after, since it's just a single number for y, it would stop after one loop, I think, or it would run. I know y is going to continue to grow, but I think it was killing it after the first try. So that's why I thought instead of y.length, and instead of the same thing, x.length, for the same reasoning, I did x minus y, because I knew that would give me the number of spaces, or the number of times the loop would need to run. So it would need to add 3 numbers, and it would stop before it was 3, so that would be 2 numbers, which would be 2 and 3 from 1 to 4. Those 2 numbers would be 2 and 3. And then same thing for 5 to 10, it needs to add the 4 numbers in between. So 5, 10 minus 5, stop before 5, that means it would loop 4 times. At least in my mind, that's the way I saw it, but that's probably wrong. So, because if it were I less than 10, oh, but it's still going to stop at 10. You're right. There's no need for me to, you're right. It's just X. It's just X. You're right. You're right. You're right. Glowstorm. You're good. That's not how it was the logic in my mind. I looked past the 10 and I was wrong. It's counting up to the 10 and all as well. All right. There were comment things. Let me read, Lieutenant Dan. Yes, you can. Just easy to use X and Y. First learned in Python, and I just used different methods in that class. How about factorial? For I blankety 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 blah. Factorial could work. Although that's basically what reduce is going to be doing in the end. So we want to return y. Let's try that. Run test. Running. It's thinking. 19. 19. That had to do with something. Why? What if I set this above? See, return y is giving me, okay, for some reason it's giving a 1, so which is good. X is operating correctly, returning a 4, and now something. Now we are returning blah. Let's take this, cut. Y is getting updated. We want to return y. But for variable I equals y, so that would start as 1. I will stop when it's less than x, which is 4. And just to visualize, let me do, it's not pretty, but 1 and 4. So that gets updated from 1, blah, 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 to 4 eventually. And this would start at 1 as it loops to 4. So what is exactly happening here? And why is it coming out to 19? That's what's throwing me off. It's starting with 1. Y equals 1. Then it's 1 plus 1, 2. Oh no, it's 1 plus 2, 3? Plus equals y. Maybe it's y I? What if it's y I? Is that weird? Can I do that? It seems wildly wrong and confusing and terrible. Death. No, I know. I needed more stuff. Wishful thinking on my part again. Okay, oh, more comments. Sorry. Yet again, I spent, just to mention, so with the weird mic setup and the strange webcam, again, most streamers have 2 screens or their chat up on. We're making do with our best scenario. I've got chat on my phone, so it's not in front of my face. So I have to look down. So when I go on my crazy tangents and math stuff, it all kind of falls to the wayside. My apologies for the inconsistent chatting. Little kitty, we see you. You're right here. Yes, you can scratch your face on the mic, the boom arm, but just keep your lethal toes to yourself. Hey, no. Look, just go be furry somewhere else. We're almost done with this. And then we can do as many scratches. Don't you rub your face on that webcam. Look, there will be ample time for scratches and snuggling or whatever you want just later. It's 1:25 a.m. Stand down, furry cat. Stand down. Okay, look, you can sleep. Will you just assume the napping position? Do you want to assume the napping position? Look, here. 1, 2, 3. Team effort. Watch your toes. God. Yes, below the desk. All right. Success. Hopefully. Although now she's out of my lap. Doesn't matter. Back to the chat. Factorial stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe. BDX, nope, not how the for loops work. Yes, now you've got it. Can't stop farting. Wait, factorial won't work since it multiplies them all. And you need the sum. Can't stop farting, yes. Can't stop farting, do. Yes. Glowstorm, BDX Inc. Y plus equals I. Not Y plus equals. What? Oh, see? Aha. I knew there was something different about that. So now, multiplies, yeah, wildly wrong, because Y is not an array. Oh, gotcha. Can't stop farting. The cat is trying to help you code. Glowstorm TV. Yes, Coder Cat. Yeah, she's determined. She codes and naps. Those are her two tricks. She's a two-trick kitty. Better than a one-trick pony, I suppose. Two-trick kitty. Can't win them all, though. Run test 7. We're heading in the right direction. Just need to do something. It's plus blah. Why? We're starting with 1. We're going to X. It's iterating by 1. Y equals blank. Y plus plus. Wait, wasn't it greater than or less than or equal to blah? Was that what it was? 11! You motherless sack of heart attack. No. 0? Not 0. Super death. Super death. Y plus blah. I equal to or greater than blankety blankety blank. Maybe something equal to before. That's not going to change anything. Oh god, expected a blank. You're right. I knew it tasted wrong. When I typed it, everything was awful. 11. We're so close. X. Minus 1? I don't know what the difference would be. Aside from, oh no, that's a big difference. Apparently, that is a big difference in numbers. 11. So close. Glowstorm. And you need to sum up the numbers in between the x and y, not x and y, not included. So you need to subtract the initial y and less than, not equal to, because x and y are not included. What if you initialize y to 0? That's what I was thinking of, but I think the minusing y is accurate. I'm going to do that because that seems quicker. Aw, boo. The only downside for why we want it to be y is because it's going to change. The first one is 1 to 4, sum and all that stuff, but it'll change to 4 to 1 and blah, 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 and so forth and such and such. Now, I know we are doing the math dot max and min, so that kind of changes the things, but regardless. So from there, blah, 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 y minus array minus something. Hold on, watch this, copy z and y minus z. God, I hope that works. Aha! I did it! Little kitty, did you see that? I figured it out. I mean, it was painful, and it was not pretty to watch, and we were basically dragged there by, I don't know, what, 3 different people? Can't Stop Farting, Glowstorm, and Lieutenant Dan? But in the end, we were able to piece it together. Kinda cool? Yeah, celebration time. Look at that. Who loves celebration scratches? You do. And the rest of us. But, you know, I can't scratch the viewers. At least not through the stream. I suppose if we meet up at TwitchCon, I could give them a congratulatory scratch, but that would just be weird. No one wants that. Anyways, yeah, look at that. So, what did we do? Lieutenant Dan, what if we initialized as your Tiny Cat? What are you clicking on? You've got both feet on the trackpad. Oh my god, you're clicking on things. Hey, none of that. None of that. So, let's clear out the noise we had. Boop. And this. Yeah. Go time. Beautiful. Beautiful. Close this. Fan-frickin-tastic. Run it once more. Don't hurt him, Hammer. Exactly. Submit and go forth. Although we are done for the stream, but we can see what is on the horizon for the next challenge. And that'll be diff 2 arrays. Thank you again to everyone who assisted with today's challenge. That was greatly appreciated. Those final comments, though, what if you initialized to 0, Lieutenant Dan? You need the sum of those 2 numbers and everything in between. BDX Inc., do you have a Discord or something? I can talk you through the problem. Congrats. I do have a Discord. It is... I need to move it to the top. Oh, God. Tiny Cat, when did you move the mic thing? Or the camera cover? Can't stop farting. Kitty, please. Good job. Yeah, no, it's in the thing. Under the info stuff on the profile, there's the Discord thumbnail somewhere in there. Yeah, this guy. See, here, look. Oh, God, itchy nose. Tiny Cat, you're flaring up our allergies. We're gonna burst into anaphylactic shock in the last few minutes of the stream. See, we've got the smattering of, and under the, oh god, under the 35 different panels, there's a Discord thing. Yeah, Discord. Towards the bottom. I need to move that basically to the top. since after 250 plus days, I've noticed Discord is kind of a thing here on Twitch. Glowstorm. Discord. Got it. Way cool. Yeah. And I need to set up all the freaking bot commands. I keep getting people going uptime, or exclamation uptime, and exclamation other things. Lieutenant Dan, because of this, I'm going to spend all day tomorrow testing my skills on freeCodeCamp. Thanks for the motivation. Way cool. Good times. And Glowstorm. Hello to you. Let me... Oh, God, I have to log in. We'll get in there. But I saw your thing, and yay, Discord. I got to get back in there. But yeah. Awesome. And good luck with freeCodeCamp. There is some great stuff in there. Another awesome one is Code Wars. That's a fantastic one, too. They've got all kinds of fun challenges that we've been chipping away at. Very similar to the algorithm scripting. So that was the first of... Where'd that go? That was the first... Oh god, where are we? Of the intermediate algorithm scripting challenges here at freeCodeCamp. They also have, as one would expect, basic algorithm scripting challenges and advanced algorithm scripting. Basically, all of those types of activities are what you would find here at Code Wars. So I definitely recommend Code Wars as well if you just want to dive straight into those activities. Let's close out of all of this extra nonsense. And let's see where we currently stand. Let's go to our profile. 257 items down here at freeCodeCamp. Way cool. Good times. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who assisted us in solving today's challenge. Today we had... Wow, we had a whole flock of people in the beginning. Namra, Kinky Grandma, Casey Scary, Waffle Wallet, Brittany Spears, Glowstorm TV, Lieutenant Dan, and Can't Stop Farting 99. And did we have anyone else swing by? That was everyone in chat. Way cool. Let's back out of OBS, or back out of freeCodeCamp into OBS. Day 254 comes to an end. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 255 of the year of streaming and learning to code. But in the meantime, we are stopping the stream. Are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.